Imagine waking up before dawn, when the world is still wrapped in darkness and silence. For many, the thought of rising at 5 a.m. seems daunting, even impossible. Yet, for some, this early hour becomes a sanctuary, a time to work on dreams, reflect, and build habits that transform lives. This is the journey of Maya, an ordinary person who decided to become a 5 a.m. beginner, and in doing so, unlocked the extraordinary power of habits that stick. Maya had always admired people who seemed to have it all together. Those who exercised regularly, read voraciously, and pursued their goals with relentless energy. She wondered how they managed to do so much, while she struggled to find time for herself between work, family, and countless responsibilities. The answer, she discovered, was not in having more hours, but in using the early hours differently. It all began with a simple question. What would happen if she woke up just 1 hour earlier each day? At first, Maya was skeptical. She wasn't a morning person and cherished every minute of sleep. But the desire for change was stronger than her doubts. She set her alarm for 5 a.m., determined to give herself a chance. The first morning was rough. Her body protested. Her mind pleaded for more rest. But as she sat in the quiet of her living room, she realized something remarkable. The world was still. There were no distractions, no demands, just her and the gentle promise of a new day. She took a few deep breaths, stretched, and did something she hadn't done in years. She wrote in her journal. Over the next few days, Maya experimented with different routines. Some mornings, she went for a walk, savoring the cool air and the subtle glow of sunrise. Other times, she practiced yoga or meditated, letting her mind settle before the rush of the day began. She soon noticed that these small rituals gave her a sense of control and peace she had never felt before. But the real challenge was making this habit last. Like many others, Maya had started new routines in the past, only to abandon them after a week or two. This time, she wanted her 5 a.m. habit to stick. She learned that consistency was more important than intensity. Instead of packing her mornings with ambitious goals, she focused on just showing up. Waking up at 5 a.m., no matter what. She also discovered the importance of environment. Maya set out her workout clothes the night before and placed her journal on the kitchen table as a visual cue. These small actions made it easier to follow through on her intentions. When she inevitably missed a day, she forgave herself and simply tried again the next morning, understanding that setbacks were part of the process. As weeks turned into months, Maya's life began to shift in subtle but profound ways. She felt more energized, more focused, and more present. The early morning hours became a sacred space for self-improvement and reflection. She read more books, started a side project, and found time for hobbies that had long been neglected. Maya's story is a testament to the power of habits. Not the grand, sweeping changes, but the quiet, consistent steps taken day after day. Mastering habits that stick isn't about willpower or perfection. It's about patience, forgiveness, and the willingness to begin again, no matter how many times you falter. Waking up at 5 a.m. may not be for everyone, but the lesson remains universal. Meaningful change starts with small, intentional actions. Whether it's rising early, exercising, or dedicating time to personal growth. The journey begins with a single decision, followed by another and another, until the habit becomes a part of who you are. So when the alarm clock rings tomorrow, remember Maya's journey. Every new habit begins as a promise to yourself, a promise that, with time and perseverance, can transform your life in ways you never imagined.